Hi there, it's Kim Smith again. Next, we're going to discuss our 2021 goals. Each year, the Board of Directors, we meet at the end of our annual dues campaign. We have a long-term planning session, and all of the 2021 goals that you see listed here are things that have been discussed and formulated at one of those planning meetings. And just to give you a quick review, we'd love to have better engagement of tenured and new residents via our neighbor relations once all of the COVID crisis is over with, where we can really come back together as a community. We want to redefine the role of zone delegates as neighborhood ambassadors. They'll no longer be coming to your door and soliciting during the dues campaign. We're bringing the bylaws current with changes in board structure, meeting dates, everything which is being presented to you in this meeting and you'll be voting on. We will continue to conduct our strategic planning session to update our long-term goals. In addition, we need to bring our covenants, conditions, and restrictions, or CC&Rs, current with all state and federal laws governing homeowners associations. Our last update to the CC&Rs was in 2011. And in addition, we need to update our materials list that the Architectural Review Committee uses as a guideline. That was last updated in 2018. In conjunction with bringing the CC&Rs more current, we've already completed an initial draft that was done in 2019 but had to be suspended because of all of the COVID crisis. Next, we're planning to convene an ad hoc homeowner committee to review all of those updates. In addition, we will be consulting with an attorney that specializes in the homeowner law, and then we'll submit it to a vote to you, the homeowners, and then it will be on file with Tarrant County. If you'd like to participate in our ad hoc committee for the CC&Rs, please feel free to contact Carol Brooks. She'd love to have you join her on this project. In addition, some other 2021 goals are we're going to continue, as Carol explained to you, to work with the city on drainage issues along Cheeksparker. Once we can get those drainage issues resolved, we really want to assess the feasibility of maybe doing some xeriscaping at our Cheeksparker entrances. We do not have access to water, so we're never going to be able to duplicate what we've done along Cummings Drive. As Carol noted, we're also going to repair all of our stonework. It's time for that at both sides of our perimeter fencing, Cummings and Cheeksparker. We're also going to explore the use of solar lighting of our signage to be used at night. We don't have an electrical source or access to power, so it would have to be something solar. In addition, we're going to continue to offer our neighborhood-wide events based on interest and attendance. So if you want to help our events chair, her name is Charla Masaryk, and I know she'd love to hear from you. Her email is noted. It's cmasaryk@hotmail.com. Next, we're going to review the organizational chart. Carol has updated this based on everything we've presented to you in this meeting. It reflects all of the changes that we've discussed today. It eliminated the compliance chair. It also renames the Architectural Review Committee. It shows the creation of our HOA Property Management Committee. In addition, it also lists, we moved from the dues campaign is now part of the treasurer's responsibility and no longer under zone delegate. And a couple of other things that you will see noted. It lists all of our HOA sponsored events. The Crawfish Boil and the Christmas Crawl are always designated fundraisers for our Fence Savings Fund. We moved communications from the secretary to under neighborhood relations. So that all of this, and in addition, we added our advisory council. All of these are members of the neighborhood that have expertise that we may need at some point in time during our workings in the neighborhood, whether it be financial, technology, liaisons or information with the goings-ons with the city of Bedford, as well as people that have served previously on our compliance committee. So they're always at the ready and have volunteered to assist us anytime we need them. As noted, this is the next thing, is our nominations to fill board positions. This is something you'll be voting on at the end of this video. Our first nominee is Catherine Ross, and she is our nominee for secretary. She and her husband David have lived in Bedford Estates for 19 years, and she has been serving the HOA as a zone delegate for her street. The nominee for treasurer is Brenda Roche. Brenda and her husband Tim have been residents of Bedford Estates for 14 years. She has been serving as a co-zone delegate for several years, and in addition has assisted on the beautification committee. She has previous treasurer's experience. She was the treasurer for the LD Bell Band Booster Club in 2017 and 2018. So we think that's a good asset to have. In addition, our neighbor relations chair, the nominee is Yvonne Sewell. Yvonne and her husband Steve have been residents in Bedford Estates for 10 years, and she has served for the last 2 years as a zone delegate for her street. The last position you'll be voting on is the 5th member of the Architectural Review Committee, and that gentleman is Steve Kennedy. Steve and his wife Liz are longtime residents of Bedford Estates since 1982. Steve is employed in the electrical power distribution industry, and he will bring a lot of expertise to our Architectural Review Committee, especially now that there's also approvals for solar roofing. That's something to be considered. So we think Steve will be a big asset to that committee. One last thing I wanted to note, if you look at the architecture under the beautification chair, we do have one opening. It is not a position that is voted on, but any of you are crafty or love to decorate, we need someone to fill our entrance decorating position. It's assisting Linda Poole during the holidays. It's revamping either fall wreaths, or the Christmas wreaths, or any other decorations we decide we want to have. They also help with sponsored events if there's any decorations that we need. So if you're interested in helping us out in a small way, that's a good place to start, and please contact Linda Poole. Okay, from there, keep going. All righty. Thank you for your participation today in today's annual meeting. From this video presentation, I think you can see that our association has come a long way in the last 5 years, and especially in this last year in spite of this pandemic. After a lot of hard work by many dedicated volunteers, we have an organization that we can all take pride in our actions and our accomplishments. We've been able to stay true to our mission statement, which is to enhance the quality of life in our neighborhood through management of common areas, compliance of rules and covenants, supportive initiatives that strengthen bonds among our residents, and investment in capital improvements that benefit everyone in our neighborhood. None of these accomplishments can happen without each of you. As you now know, our annual dues of $100 are really quite reasonable when you consider all of the actions and initiatives that they fund. Please do consider paying your 2021 annual dues when you receive your invoice this coming January. It's possible. Take the time and join us. We really are a fun group. Get involved and share your skills by helping out on a committee or working with others to organize or host an event. We hope to start up our in-person events again in 2021 and get to see more of you then. Remember, please take care, stay safe, and stay healthy, and thank you.